everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Hannah here from CosyCaitlin. Now this week I wanted to do a bit more of a chatty video, so I thought I'd do a tag video. Now the tag that I'm going to be doing, I actually saw last week on Gabriella from Velvet Ghost's channel, and it is the 10 things I would save in a fire. I always find the 3 things you'd grab in a fire question really hard, just because I feel like it's not enough things really. But I did find that when trying to think of the things, like the 10 things that I'd take, 10 is a lot of things, and it is it's quite hard to think of. And I eventually got there. I've got 10 things. I tried to not go with things that you can buy again, just because I don't think I'd grab those in a fire. I really don't. I'm more of a sentimental person, so these are the things that I do think I'd grab, or at least try to anyway. 10 things is a lot of things to grab when you're running away from a fire. I'm not going to do these in a particular order. I've just got everything piled up next to me here, so I'm just going to grab things how they're laid out on here. But the first thing that I would grab, or get out, however you'd phrase it, would be my dogs. Now I've got 2 dogs, they're both quite large, and I love them to pieces. I can't imagine leaving an animal in a house when there's a fire, so I'm not going to kind of place everything else, but the first thing that without a doubt I would grab would be my 2 dogs. Obviously they're not upstairs with me, but I'm going to try insert some clips of them kind of just downstairs. They'll probably just be sleeping, but yeah, if there was a fire, 100% the first thing I would get is my dogs. So number 2, I would grab my baby blankets. So I've only got 2 here, but we've got a couple more in our cupboard on our shelves. I don't know if these are both mine, if one's mine, if one's my brother's, but we've kept these since I was little, and I really like the sentiment in passing down your own things to your own children, and I love the fact that we've kept these. I've also got a baby, I don't know, a dress cardigan coat type thing that my mum knitted for her best friend's son. She then gave it back to us a few years ago, and she's now actually passed away. So 100% I would grab these blankets and that little cardigan thing as well. I just think there's so much sentiment in that little garment that my mum decided to knit years ago, 25 years ago. And I just love the fact that it's been passed down and stuff, so I would, grab those. And next is photo albums. I've only got 2 here. I've got a couple more in my shelves behind me, and we've got loads downstairs as well. I love photographs. I just think they hold so many memories. So the 2 that I've got here, this is the one that's got all my pictures from Florida last year in, and all our stubs from where we went and all that kind of thing. So that would be one of the ones I grabbed. And then this one is a lot fuller, and this has got all 3 years of university in here, so literally first year, second year, third year, everything, all my friends. You can see the changes in people and the changes in my friendships and stuff in here, and I've got everyone's names written on the back of these pictures as well, which I think is such a nice thing to look back on. So yeah, I mean, these are only 2, but I've got loads more in my shelves. I mean, I'm classing these as one thing, but there'd be so many that I'd try and pile into my arms. So yeah, I'd definitely grab at least a couple of photo albums. So this one's quite a sad one, as in it's a little bit lame, but I couldn't leave the house in a fire without it. And it's my teddy bear. I've had this teddy since I was, I want to say 10. It's not one that I've had since I was a baby. And you can probably tell just from the state of it that it's in my bed every night, and I don't know, this holds a lot of comfort for me. So yeah, I would take this, and it's got a little Florida top on from a few years ago, because I used to dress teddies, so. Now this one is a little bit more of kind of something that holds memories to me, so I could buy it again, but it holds a lot of memories, and it's this necklace that I am wearing, and also this little bangle. Now they're both from Tiffany, and I got them both from when I graduated from university. So this necklace was from my parents and my brother, so it's just the standard Tiffany necklace, and it's got my initials on the other heart, because there's 2 on there. There's my initials on one and just the standard Tiffany on the other. And then the other thing is just a bangle, so it just kind of goes onto your wrist. And it's literally just a bangle. But my grandparents got me this one for graduating, and I just think jewellery like this is just so lovely. So I try and keep it anyway, but the fact that my family bought it for me for quite a big achievement, it just holds so much, and it just kind of, I don't know, it makes me feel warm and happy when I wear them. So I would definitely save these, and they're normally in this bag if I'm not wearing them, so I could just kind of grab these, which is quite good. So the next thing is in this little Macy's box, which is held together with a hairband, and it is loads and loads of movie stubs. Now, I'm not joking when I say there's loads. Like, seriously, there's still some in there as well. So I try and keep all of my movie stubs. I don't know why I started doing it, but I just feel like I want to continue it. I like remembering these kind of events. Going to the cinema was always quite a big thing for me when I was younger. So like if I had a birthday party there or something, it was quite a big thing because it was quite expensive. So I just think it's really nice to remember these times and like who I went with and all that kind of stuff. So the first one, you can't even like see it. Like there's no text on there, it's kind of died out. But this one I think says Hairspray, which I went to see on the 20th of July 2007. I feel like I've got some older ones in here, but they might be like 2007 might be when I started. But yeah, I've got like so many like films in here, it's crazy. So yeah, started in 2007, which is now 10 years ago. So the first thing that I went to see was Hairspray. I've got loads in there, and then the most recent one, which is on this stupid paper ticket. Now, cinemas need to get their act together because I loved collecting the little card ones, and these tickets just look rubbish, but I still keep them just for like the value of it. And then the last film I went to see was last week, so it was the 17th of March 2017, and it was to see Beauty and the Beast on the day that it was released, which if you haven't been to see it, is an amazing film. You need to go see it, it's so good. So yeah, I've got all of my like movie stubs, and I just really like this, again, the sentiment with those and like remembering who I went with and things. So yeah, they're all wedged in there. I'm going to put the tie back on so I don't lose any now. So going on from the movie stubs, the next thing would be my like memory box, I'd call this. It's throwing the colour out, but yeah, this is my memory box. I've had this since I was, I don't know, really young, like since I can remember, and I always used to put things in it. Now it's in quite a bad box. It's in a King Edward Imperial box, which is cigars. My granddad used to smoke cigars, and I loved the novelty when I was younger of having like little boxes. So I used to make loads of things out of them, and then obviously decided I wanted to make a memory box out of this specific one for some reason. This has got loads of stuff in it. My movie stubs normally go in here, but I've got things like letters from friends, little pictures from when I was younger that we took at like the cinema and things. What's this one? Oh, this is a drawing that one of my friends did when we were younger, because we were obsessed with mermaids. So it was like me and her as mermaids. I think she drew that for me in like primary school. What else have I got in here? I've got like my work and student cards. Yeah, there's just so much stuff in here. It's things that like people have given me or I've got and wanted to keep. This is actually the smaller version. I do now have to have a larger box that I kind of decant everything in when this is full, but that's like hidden away somewhere. So I think I'd try and grab both, but this one I'd probably grab first. Now this one is one that I could repurchase, and it probably seems like a bit of a silly one to some people, but I love this. It's actually still in all the packaging because I'm waiting until we move house to put it up, but it is the aerial drawing that I got when I was in Florida last year. Now I've actually featured this in my America haul, but I just love this so much. I don't know if I ever went back to America I'd be able to get it again. Obviously it'd be quite a big trip for a picture, and I just love this so much. So yeah, I would grab this just because I really like it, and I don't know, it just reminds me of a good holiday and my favourite film. So I've only got two things left, I feel like I've gone through these quite quickly, but I also feel like I've rabbited on, so apologies if I have. So the ninth thing that I would get would be these flowers. Now, these are the flowers that I had for one of my closest friends' wedding. I was bridesmaid, and these are the flowers that we had for the wedding. They're obviously fake. They're made out of like paper and fabrics and things, which I love the idea of, because it means that I can keep them. You know, you don't have them for the wedding then they die kind of thing. You can get to keep them. So I normally have these in a vase by my door, but I definitely grab these just because they hold a lot of memories of a really happy day, and you know, just happiness for my friend, all that kind of thing. And they're beautiful as well. It means that I've always got flowers in my room. They always sit in a vase, and yeah, I love these, and I would 100% grab these as I was running out the door. They're placed perfectly really for me to just kind of grab, so. And then the last thing that I would grab is my hard drive. This has so much stuff on it. It's got all of my university work on, all of my pictures, like literally like all of my pictures from the last kind of 5 years, documents, all my YouTube videos, all my blog pictures, literally so much is on this little hard drive. So I definitely grab this because obviously I print a lot of pictures out to go in my photo albums. I don't necessarily need all the pictures. This has got everything on, so it means that if I couldn't grab the photo albums, at least I still had them on this. And yeah, it's just easy to grab than your laptop as well. Hard drives are just amazing. And this one has a lot of memories in from the last 5 years, and I wouldn't want to lose it, so I'd grab this. This is little, it'd go in a pocket as well, so yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video, finding out the 10 items that I would grab if there was a fire, which, you know, touch wood, there never will be. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what 10 items you would grab from your house if there was a fire, and also subscribe if you are new, and I will see you next week with another video. Thank you for watching. Bye.